Bienvenue, Power Bottoms. This is the Dark Asylum podcast, the only podcast you need to be listening to, period. I am the video game boy, the chosen one, Zack Winters. With me, as always, plump, sweet, and begging for cream, Darkness.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
And the host of the hottest new show on Quibbly, Fear Farter, Big Vicious.
What?
It's because I've seen you when you get scared. You're a very gassy boy when you're scared.
I'm just a very gassy boy.
Legend. So, start off high. We got to get kind of low for a second. Me and Big V just today, as recording, had lost a friend of ours, a local wrestler named Senior Tequila, who taken way too soon before his time, and tragically. I knew him a little bit. V, you know him a little bit more than you knew him more than I did. He is, like I said, a wrestler for Dr. Payne's clinic. I met him a handful of times, and always just like the nicest, sweetest person and funniest person I probably met in wrestling. Yeah, go for it, V. Like I said, you knew him more than I did.
He had a fist that could go through your head, but he could carry a bubble in his hand across a room without popping it. The guy was just amazing, and both in and out of the wrestling and just in personal life. I do have to tell this one story about wrestling. Me and him were like semi-main event at this promotion, and we were there at like 8 o'clock in the morning setting up the ring and drinking beer. Me and him killed off 2 18 racks of Natty Ice, then went to the store and bought a couple more cases and just drank. And we looked at each other and was like, what are we going to do during this match? And we both just said, beat the shit out of each other. So this match, they literally had to stop it and like shoo us to the back because we were just having fun, like throwing each other everywhere. We never made it into the ring. And that was off of probably more beer than any two people should drink in a whole day. But it was Chris. He was just like, let's just go have fun. And also on that side, drop of a dime, he would drop what he was doing and go take care of you. Like when I was stuck on the side of the freeway with my tire hanging off the car, he was like, where you at? Loaded up his vehicle and got me safely off the freeway and taken care of. That was just him, and he's going to be missed. And if you met him, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't met him, you missed out on probably meeting one of the most amazing people in the world. So yeah, here's a little salute.
Yeah, so yeah, with that we plan. There's a tradition in wrestling, for those of you who listen to us and don't know wrestling that well. There's a tradition where if a brother falls, we do a moment of silence and a 10-bell salute. We haven't done that for, a lot of bigger names that went, but this one's close to us, near and dear to our hearts. So, V, take it away.
Here's you, Chris.
This bud's for you, Chris.
That was his entrance music, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That didn't get just weird. That was his entrance music.
Yeah, so people know who didn't know him. So, but yeah, We do too many of those in the business, and
Too many.
Yeah, I mean, it just sucks when you have to go through it. But I mean, it's I would say it's like just personal to our business. It's one of those traditional things in our business. So
And once again, I'm always saying this. I've said this a few times during this podcast. Quit telling people that you're going to meet up, hang out, see each other, because
just do it.
This is a perfect example. You don't have tomorrow. Tomorrow is not guaranteed to you. It's one of those things that might be there, it might not, and yeah.
All right. Well.
All right.
Let's
try to lighten the mood back up.
Yeah. See, we can be emotional, guys. Come on, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Not all dick and fart jokes.
Mostly dick and fart jokes.
Well.
So E3 happened this weekend.
Oh, I was waiting.
Last weekend
I was waiting for you to get on this. Video game
I'm the
guy.
Video game boy.
E3. Oh, jeez.
I gotta figure out something to go off from bummer news to something more, a little bit more lighthearted.
Yeah. There you go.
Thank you for that. Let's see. Elden Ring got a fucking release date, which I am so excited for.
Okay, now I've heard of Elden Ring. Explain a little bit of what it is and what it's coming from.
I don't know what the fuck it is. Nobody knows what the fuck it is. It's a From Software game.
Okay.
You're not gonna know what it is until it drops. So it's a From Software game by Hidetaki Miyazaki and, drumroll please, written by George R.R. Martin. That's probably why it took so long to come out.
And it's going to take another year and a half after that.
January 21st, 2022.
Oh, shit. Okay. I didn't know if it was like an Elder Scrolls thing. I didn't know if it was like a Lord of the Rings thing. I didn't know what the heck it was. I know everyone was excited for it, though.
God, my dick was so hard. But in Elder Scrolls news, we are getting... Starfield. Starfield got a release date, which I thought wasn't going to happen for another fucking 20 years.
In Elder Scrolls news, where they're going to release fucking...
Well, it's a Bethesda game. And
they're going to release Skyrim on the new Xbox system.
Yeah. It's a Bethesda game that they're already saying, oh, it's like Skyrim in space.
I wish we had fucking... like FX and shit on here and make you.
Well, yeah, I was just thinking that when I said that, I was trying to look for the echo button like my old microphone had.
Oh, I thought you still had it.
No. But yeah, they're already saying it's like Skyrim in space, and they already came out because Skyrim originally came out on 11/11/11. Guess when fucking Starfield comes out?
22/22/22. Oh wait, that won't work.
11/11/22.
Oh, okay. I guess that works.
So already they're having huge expectations for this fucker.
Oh, it's gonna turn out to be another Cyberpunk.
I have got that feeling deep in my gut.
Oh shit. So the only thing I heard coming out of E3 is how everyone was pissed at Take-Two and their presentation, quote unquote.
I haven't heard this.
Oh, like it was just these heads of Take-Two Interactive just like complaining and whining, and like it was like a whole, we need more diversity, we need more of this, and it was like a half hour, 45 minutes, and everyone's just like, are they going to talk about any games? That's basically it. And they were, I don't know, it was just weird. But that's the only thing I've heard other than Elden Ring. So
Far Cry 6, they announced the first like DLC. They announced like the roadmap for it, and I'm probably gonna get the collector's edition with the season pass, because the first little DLC that they're working on for it is the I think they're all in hell or something, but you get to play as like the last 3 games antagonists.
Oh, okay. I remember they did
like,
that with what the fuck was it? Saints Row. Like the last game you're in hell.
Yeah, you play Johnny Gat in hell. That one's fucking cool.
Yeah, there was some
Gat
cool
out
stuff
of hell.
about that. Gat out of hell, yeah.
I don't like. It's really trippy to watch it. I'm pretty sure that they're like in some sort of afterlife where they're tortured and
Purgatory
shit.
or
Purgatory, yeah. The other thing, the Devolver Digital presentation is always a fucking treat to watch.
How did that go? What did they announce? Anything?
They announced they're weird. They're good. I love their games because they're always like weird and like Hotline Miami, Carrion that I think I told you about, where you play the
like that alien in the
alien
trying to escape the lab
rope monster. Yeah,
that one was
it's
good.
the reverse horror game. I think they do the. Let me look real quick. I think they do the Shadow Warrior games.
Okay.
They're fucking awesome. Yes, they are. All right. Shadow Warrior, like you play a. Like if it was anybody else besides Devolver Digital, there would be so much shit because you play an over stereotypical Asian assassin.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Shit like that. And he's got dragon tattoos and shit. It's a comedy game, but yeah, if it was anybody else, they would not be getting away with it.
Okay.
And they did the Serious Sam games. My friend Pedro, who you play a schizophrenic who talks to a banana.
I've seen
That
that
one's
one.
fun.
Who did I Am Bread?
I don't know that one, but
Another
like
weird one.
they're always good for like really weird, surreal presentations that they fucking just call out the industry bullshit for. Like the first one I remember watching, everybody was all fucking weirded out because when you go to E3, the conference or the convention, like they have a list of all the developers' presentations, and Devolver Digital did theirs at like 3 a.m. And everybody's like, "What the? Is this a typo? What the fuck is this?" So they do their presentation live at 3 a.m. with nobody in the fucking audience, but it's basically them like. They're talking about, hey, we have this new game money machine where you just hook it up to your computer and throw money into it, and it sends it directly to us.
Yes.
And it's very much like their presentations are very much like Eric Andre skits where somebody just randomly starts bleeding and puking, and then it always ends up with some lady crying and screaming in the corner.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
I'd recommend checking them out. They're fucking hilarious.
All right. A lot of people were saying that like there wasn't any huge big enough big people. The big people just aren't showing up. Stuff like that. Have you noticed anything like that or
PlayStation straight up said we're not doing E3 anymore because we're bigger than that and we'll just fucking release all our exclusive shit on YouTube where it's probably going to get more views.
Jeez.
But people like E3 was kind of a scam anyway because it was just a big money making thing, and because the developers have to pay money to get into there, the game journalists have to pay money to go there, and everything's overpriced and smells like an armpit, I guess. And more companies are just like, nah, we're just gonna do our own thing now.
Yeah, I mean they can get views and all that stuff and get paid for it rather than having to pay to get the especially now with this year because there was nobody there physically. It was just all online stuff. So I mean they had a couple. Did they have it set up in a convention center or was it mostly?
No, it was all just digital stuff. Everyone over Zoom.
Yeah, someone whacking off on their fucking Zoom window.
God, I was hoping
they brought that dude back.
It would have been someone from Nintendo too.
Oh, it's a me! All over the screen. Yeah,
they come back from a Mario game and there's just Shigeru Miyamoto just fucking cranking off wearing a Mario hat.
So the dude that did that on the Jeffrey 2, I think it's Jeffrey Tubin? I always remember his
Yes,
last
Tubin.
name because it's hilarious as shit. They brought that dude back, and he had to sit there and they gave him a quick interview, and it was the most awkward fucking thing. I go find it somewhere if you guys want to see it, because it's a female host on the new show, and she's like, "So, you've been gone for a while, and now you're back, and you got caught masturbating on a Zoom call. Do you want to talk about that?"
Was he masturbating, or was he getting ready to?
They, from what they say, I mean, you saw everything. Like he stood up and grabbed at it or something. So
Yeah, like I couldn't, because that's happened so many times. They all kind of bleed together. Or I think he was getting ready to, or like he was pulling it off. He was getting ready to pull it out, and then like he noticed the light was on or something, and he's like, "Oh shit!"
can you imagine? He's just like getting ready. I think, yeah, that would be fucking mortifying, man.
That's the difference between me and him. I would be like, "Well, we're this far already." You're the purpose for fucking watching me.
You'd be looking at all the windows to see who was in it. It's like, oh, there's a smile on you, Catherine. Come on.
Zack would be inviting people.
Come on, guys, join in.
Fuckers.
You know, let's just do a big old cyber circle jerk. It'll be great.
It's a digital cookie game.
Yeah, that came up in the news, and I was just like, what? So anyway, yeah, I mean, most of this stuff was Zoom calls this year. I remember E3 being huge, like Comic-Con status huge. You know, like they would bring in celebrities and they would do all this other crazy stuff, and now it's barely getting videos thrown out there into the ether.
That was when they brought in, announced Keanu Reeves was in Cyberpunk.
Yep, yeah, that's the big.
You're breathtaking.
The big Diablo fiasco.
Yeah.
Is this some kind of ill-timed April Fool's joke? Oh, you all have phones, don't you? Yeah, that was.
Then they just start throwing feces at him.
Yeah, yeah, that was great. But I mean, E3 used to be such a bigger thing, and with the pandemic and everything else, that might account for some of it. But like you said, most of the companies are just doing their own thing and releasing it on their own. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, the problem is everything used to be a big thing. I mean, hell, they used to have the G4 channel, all about video games, but...
Oh, yeah. With Olivia Munn. Yeah, I remember that.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh, it's a good thing this isn't a Zoom call.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I didn't know about Zoom back then.
Yeah, I remember G3 was a big thing for a while there, too.
It's even worse because, like, we can't see V jerking off, but we could hear it.
Yeah. He doesn't even bother with the mute button. He just lets it rhyme. So, well, I mean, any other video game stuff that came out? I just started playing Resident Evil 4, and fuck that game. So, you know.
Why?
It's just going to take me some time to get used to the controls, because I've been playing so many first-person shooters. It's like, it's like awkward-ass, slow-moving farmhands. I can't get lined up in enough time to shoot them. It pisses me off, but...
This well-known piece of shit, Bobby Kotick, who's the CEO of Activision, fired more people so he can make more money.
Well,
in 2019, basically, yeah. They laid off 800 employees, and it was revealed that their salaries were just going to go to him anyway. He announced that he was... he tried to be like the benevolent leader, where he's saying he's taking a pay cut. So instead of $1.75 million, he was making $875,000 that for the year 2020. But then he laid off another 190 employees this year, or this week, to make that salary. So
make the
keep being a
difference.
piece of shit. Keep being a piece of shit, Bobby Kotick. Named one of the most named in the most 45 overpaid CEOs.
What number was he? And who was number?
That's a good question. I'm gonna look that up right now.
Yeah, that would be
Because
interesting.
they have the link right here.
Because fuck CEOs.
Fuck. Yeah. Let's see. Number 1 is Ronald F. Clark, Fleetcher Technologies, Inc., with a yearly salary. What the fuck? This doesn't make sense. Is it this the work they don't do, or what? Because let's see. I think it's compared to how they pay their employees and shit. Because Fleetcher Technologies Inc. Ronald F. Clark makes $52,643,810. His median employee pay is $34,700 a year, with a pay ratio of 1,517 to 1. But the number 3, Broadcom Inc. Hawk Tan makes $103 million, and with a median employee pay of $4,893. I don't know how this is set up.
Basically, ratios for what they make versus what their employee makes.
What they pay people.
Yeah.
Where's Mr. Kotick at? Yeah. Fuck CEOs.
Yeah. Okay.
Fuck. They don't. They just. That's all. Fuck capitalism.
What the fuck? Capitalism.
We're starting the revolution today.
Oh Jesus!
Revolution.
Oh, don't start that crap.
Fuck the man.
Jesus. Fuck capitalism. And at the end, we're gonna be like, "Yeah, go ahead and buy our shirts, guys." Jesus.
The best way to fuck capitalism is get good at it. That's why.
I didn't mute him. Oh, okay, there he goes. He dropped out for a second. I didn't mute him. That might have been,
Oh, that might have been my shitty internet. I said,
Oh.
fuck capitalism. That's why you should buy our shirts and invest. That's why I invest in stock.
Or we have
Fuck capitalism. Get good at it.
We have secret ears listening in and they're muting you.
Everyone hates capitalism until they're a millionaire.
Yes.
What was that? Okay, Boomer Girl. Remember that?
Hold on. Bobby
Go ahead.
Kotick is 45 out of the top 100.
Oh, good to know. He made it in the top half. But yeah, the Okay Boomer Girl, she was all like, Bernie Sanders and capitalism's bad. And then she just put out a video showing off her like $200 million apartment in Texas somewhere.
Yep.
It's just like, yeah, everyone hates capitalism until they're rich.
Until you're on top.
Yeah.
Oh, this son of a bitch. Glenn F. Post the third for CenturyLink. He's the guy to blame for my shitty internet. If anybody listens, fuck you.
And he just got throttled. There you go. Zack's out.
Back to video games here.
We go all over. Go ahead. What you got?
I started playing Werewolf again. Werewolf the Apocalypse.
Jesus.
No, it's actually pretty fun. I mean, the story. I'm enjoying the story. I'm typically not a story man, like games that take too long with the story, but
Story boy.
It doesn't like take too much out of the gameplay. It gives you your short little clips.
That's why nobody will remember your name.
Yep. And then also speaking of video games, fuck WWE Supercard.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
No, in this team battle thing, like they gave me like I get my cards, I fill it up. They give me the last three to fight, and they're all still like way more powerful than I am. I'm like, what the fuck?
I've been in that spot, dude. That sucks. So yeah, V and I are on the same WWE Supercard team. I don't know if anyone out there plays WWE Supercard, but yeah, well, I mean, there's at least a few people because we're on a team with them. So
shout out to homeboy Victor Jolie. He used to play.
Oh, you don't play no more.
And now he's dead to you.
You're not in my raiding guild anymore, Bastion. What the hell? So
ill-advised while he's listening to this over his PA system at work. So
yes, shout out to him. That's great.
I'm sure his employers will love it when they walk in and screaming about power bottoms at the beginning of the show.
So yeah, no, I love that game. I spend way too much time on it, and yeah, I know what you're talking about. You being in that last position, and the guy above you is still like 20 points above what your attack is and everything else. So yeah, fuck that. Fuck that.
Fuck that.
I'm trying to play and I have to hard reset and everybody's like, use your supers. Well, yeah, you have to go spend like 3 hours building up a super, and like to fight one person, and then you go spend another 3 hours.
Jared.
And it's like, what the fuck? I have 15 fucking games to play.
Yeah, but on the same vein of Werewolf the Apocalypse, did they come out with any new news on Vampire the Masquerade?
Oh yes, they did.
What are you getting all pissed? I thought you were like you knew where I was going with this.
No, I thought you wanted to talk about a stupid werewolf game.
No, because they're the same company. It's all, Vampire the Masquerade and Werewolf the Apocalypse. But
I think they got a release date for it. Let me just scroll over to my wish list real quick.
Wasn't there a second game announced too? I heard something about like they came out with a new game, but they gave a release date for the other one finally, or something like that. No, okay,
that's wrong. You're stupid. Shut up.
Oh, okay. Well.
Leave the video games to me.
I'm not trying to tell you how to, do your segment here, but actually, I
think they did like they did a release date, and then they had a trailer, a story trailer for it.
So they have Vampire the Masquerade Swan Song, which is a different game from Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Oh. Sorry, Zack. Didn't mean to step on your toes.
No, keep going. You're the vampire boy.
It's Vampire Familiar. Okay.
I'll be over here talking about Elden Ring and George R.R. Martin.
Yeah, you had to get that in.
Elden Ring's story will be a little less abstract because of George R.R. Martin. I call bullshit.
It's going to be even worse if he's involved. So, yeah.
Because part of the charm of like the Dark Souls, Sekiro not so much. The Dark Souls and Bloodborne was like you got the story from like item descriptions and stuff that happened around, and you had to be there at a certain point, and you had to complete a certain quest to get all the story. So it was like really, really abstract, and they're saying it's going to be less abstract because of George R. R. Martin. And anybody who has read a Song of Ice and Fire book knows that's not true.
Okay, now this week it's Zack versus the internet. Jesus, you started sounding like a robot at the ass end of your little soliloquy out there. Yeah.
Oh fuck! It's because I'm home. It's because we're doing this in the evenings again, and everybody's home and watching TV.
Aren't you the man of the house? Tell them no TV and no Nintendo for like 2 hours. Damn kids, read a book.
Read a book. I have lots of books.
Yes. They smell of leather and mahogany, or something like that.
Which
leather?
Lost Boys again?
Well, we got Lost Boys in there.
the biggest betrayal of my life.
What happened?
Oh, just when I lost. I was at work and she was watching Lost Boys, and then you and her kind of bonded over it over the internet, and I was just like the biggest betrayal of my life.
No, it's wonderful.
And it was the first time I've ever struck a woman.
Jeez. Okay, well,
that didn't happen.
Yeah.
We all know because Brittany would have whooped your ass.
Probably.
Jeez. All right. So, anything else video game related? Anything else from E3?
I'm kind of surprised that V isn't shooting his ropes all over the Guardians of the Galaxy game reveal.
I heard about that.
Not into it?
I'll wait and see. I wasted all my rope shooting over the Avengers game, and that was a disappointment.
Ah, he's learning. Okay.
Oh shit! this just in, Cyberpunk 2077 has officially returned to the PlayStation Store. But Sony
Jeez.
says the base PS4 version still has issues.
I heard they're going to get around to fixing that eventually, but
Eventually.
I'm kind of leery since they just announced that they're moving on to something else. But
Yeah.
Project
Later,
Red,
fuckers.
yeah. So anyway,
No, the only like superhero games that I'm waiting for are what is it, Arkham Knights or
yeah, the new one where Batman's not in it,
Right.
motherfuckers.
and then
The Batman game with no Batman?
Yeah,
Also,
it's like having a He-Man show with no He-Man.
the Suicide Squad.
You mean the He-Man movie?
No, the He-Man show that's coming out with no
Oh.
He-Man. We'll get into that.
The Suicide Squad game looks fucking rad.
Dude, that trailer for it, they're like,
I
"Who
am
we supposed to
into it."
kill? Who are we supposed to kill?
Ah, fuck!
Yes.
Like, yeah, as soon as, like, Superman pops up on screen and he's got the purple eyes, I'm into it. I was sold.
Yeah.
And it's by the guys who made the Arkham Asylum games.
Yeah.
Rocksteady.
Rocksteady,
Yeah.
and the sister company Bebop.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck you.
Oh, speaking of, I was talking to Zack about this.
Oh, yes.
I like to venture outside of comic book club and read my other stuff on my own. So
Betrayal.
I decided. Well, I read the book that I picked, and I decided to torture myself with the Image version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that was super fucking 90s extreme, and everybody got fucked up and maimed and lost appendages and got fucking cyberized and everything else. And I haven't gotten all the way through it yet, but god damn, it's rough. So if you guys want to go out and torture yourselves, it's volume 3 of the Ninja Turtles put out by Image Comics. So yeah, that's been fun. But
Yep.
anyway,
All right,
Okay,
that's it.
so-
That's it for games on my end.
I'm curious, Darkness. What's with the He-Man show that you're listening about?
okay, so
TV and movies.
yeah, we'll go into this. They had the reveal for He-Man. I mean, you guys saw it. You sounded like V was pretty excited for it. So there was some issues in the beginning because Kevin Smith's backing it.
Starring Dolph Lundgren.
No, actually, I mean the cast is pretty good. They got Mark Hamill as Skeletor and shit like that. So, you know, they got Sarah Michelle Gellar as Tila and, you know, all this other crazy stuff. And on paper, it sounds great. So, somebody had gotten the plot of the series and they leaked it. And then Kevin Smith's all up and down. No, it's not. That's not what it is. Blah, blah, blah. You know, he's like berating people online and just being like a big asshole about it because,
Being Kevin Smith.
well, you know, it's very uncharacteristic of Kevin Smith to be that way because he fucking cries at everything now, and it's not the Kevin Smith I remember, you know.
He's Tommy Dreamer.
Oh, he lost all that weight and like probably stopped doing half the drugs he used to do.
He does more drugs now. That he started
he does
doing
a
drugs.
Yeah.
He does all the drugs. But it had gotten out that it was
One drug, please.
No. I want all the drugs.
Give me all the... I think what you heard was give me a lot of drugs. What I said was, give me all the drugs.
So he had announced the show like months back, and it got revealed, or it got leaked, or it got whatever. That it's not really a He-Man show. Like, I guess evidently, and spoilers for a show that's not even out. And this is just rumor, so don't come back and yell at us if it's inaccurate. But supposedly, He-Man and Skeletor go at it in the beginning, and He-Man fucking loses, and Skeletor gets the power sword and becomes like this giant fucking tyrant, and he wins, basically. Evil wins. And then there's no He-Man. And then Tila takes up the mantle and like tries to get Eternia back on track, and it's kind of like a dystopian future of He-Man with no He-Man, and it's mostly like Tila, and she's got a female friend, and it's very, very modern, I guess. I mean, without using any trigger words for certain people out there.
She's
So
great. Looks like a dyke in it.
Whoa! Whoa!
all right, well, fuck tiptoeing around that one.
All right. That's what we're doing today. That's
she's
what we're doing
got
today.
like half the shaved head, and her hair's combed over to the side, and
Well, nothing wrong with
That is not a strictly lesbian look.
no, but that's Rhea Ripley's straight, and she's got that look, and it's okay. I'm fine with that. I'm just saying. Supposedly, I mean, I've never been in any of these people's bedrooms. I don't know, but yeah. So that and people were like, "Why were you marketing it as a certain thing?" And then, bait and switching us, and like, so there's all this backlash over this new He-Man show that's not even out yet. And after what She-Ra was, the reboot of that, people are still just kind of pissed about that.
Oh God.
Because that was a mess. So yeah, I mean the trailer looked awesome, the animation looked awesome, the cast is great. On paper, like I said, it looks great. But if these rumors are true, then it might not be all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah.
I'm holding out hope. I'll watch the first few episodes. Like I say, nostalgia is always a great thing for me. So.
The original reboot of He-Man wasn't that bad. I mean, it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. They didn't mess it up like they've done with, the reboot of Voltron was pretty decent. But like, the last reboot of Thundercats was just, what the fuck?
Oh yeah.
They tried to do a whole Teen Titan type of thing with it, and it's like, no. And then the one prior to that wasn't as good as some of the other reboots, like He-Man and stuff, but it wasn't too bad. But it was just like they left Lino. They totally took the story and like flubbered it, and Lino was still a kid through the whole thing, and it was like, come on, like, I don't know. Don't fuck up some of these childhood things, man. Just
for you and I, they were basically fucking commercials. They were half-hour long commercials to buy the toys and shit. Yeah. And that was bad enough for us as kids. But, I mean, we got into it and enjoyed that shit. I did. Uh-huh. I remember when He-Man was on and, all that crazy stuff.
Fucking nerds. You fucking dorks and your stupid Chinese cartoons.
This from the guy who can name every Power Ranger from every team no, he's from Turbo and he's from Samurai Squad. And
he's
I'm like,
from
what?
In Space.
Yeah. So speaking of Japanese, redubs,
Ninja Force, not to get him confused with the.
You had to stumble across that one, you big bitch.
And that's the one that sliced up his roommate with a samurai sword.
It is. That's true.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. We should do a list.
The Red Ranger killed a guy.
Straight up fucking murdered him. I think we just named this fucking episode.
The Red Ranger killed a guy. Oh my god.
Oh shit. But we should do a list one of these times of like celebrities or characters or musicians or whatever that like straight up fucking murder people. Because I was going back. You ever heard of Lords of Chaos?
Uh-huh.
Those fucking guys were crazy too. Norwegian black death metal and
Ferris Bueller.
Roderick?
Who? What?
Who in Ferris Bueller? What are you talking about?
Who's the main character in Ferris Bueller? The actor's name?
Roderick.
Matthew Broderick.
Matthew Broderick. He
my
killed somebody. What the fuck? He killed somebody.
Who did fucking Matthew Broderick kill? I think. Wait, what was that?
He ran somebody over. Yeah,
that's right.
He killed manslaughter. Ferris Bueller killed a guy.
And nothing happened to him?
There
was something I can't remember.
Bruce Jenner killed a guy and then disappeared, and his sister came in and said, "No, I don't know where he's at." Okay, never mind.
Chris Benoit killed a couple guys.
No, he didn't kill a couple guys. Killed a fucking child and a fucking wife. Yeah,
that was brutal.
Who?
Jimmy Snuka.
Oh, Snuka. Yeah, we can get in it. All right. Well, fuck. Segue. Did you watch Dark Side of the Ring this week? Dynamite Kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Talk about a It's kind of like the Grizzly Smith episode, where it's just another vile piece of shit, but in a completely different direction.
Yeah, I not so much with the sexual psychoticness, but I mean, that dude was like Mick Foley level abuse on his body.
But his body couldn't handle it like Mick Foley's could.
Yeah, Mick Foley had more cushioning to do that kind of shit. Tom Billing was just fucking solid mass. He had no fucking buffer zone around his internal organs and shit.
They kind of shot that out of order too, because like at first they're talking about how he has no teeth, and then my wife, who was watching it, she doesn't know it. Like, oh, you know why he had no teeth? It's because Jacques Rougeau knocked him the fuck out because fucking Dynamite Kid was a fucking prick. And then they get into the story where Jacques Rougeau just fucking took a handful of quarters and beat the fuck out of him with it.
that I had always heard rumors of that story and little snippets of what had actually happened, but to have Jacques Rougeau tell his side of it,
yeah,
it's just and then the stuff afterward where he started throwing out like ways to keep retaliation away was fucking it was brilliant.
Was pretty funny.
So that was good.
That was hilarious. And then that couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Fuck Dynamite Kid. But the story I always heard about it was Jacques Rougeau was hiding around the corner, and then when Dynamite comes out, and he like rabbit punched him right in the fucking mouth with the quarters, because it was still a roll of quarters, not. But Jacques Rougeau told the story where he walked up, Dynamite Kid gave him a big smile, and Jacques fucking popped him in his mouth.
Yeah, I mean they had fucked with Jacques Rougeau, and they shit in his bag, and all that. It
was like, don't fuck it. Like, don't sneak up behind somebody and fucking pop them in the head and kick the shit out of them for no reason.
Yeah, there's that kind of shit too.
He deserved every ounce of it. Fuck him.
I felt bad for his family and shit that had to deal with it. He held a shotgun to his wife and come on. Jesus, man. So, yeah, there's another piece. I mean, Dark Side of the Ring is all, for the most part, pieces of shit. So,
yeah.
They're all...
Well, like, at least Nick Gage had a redemption angle.
Yeah. Yeah, he had to deal with a lot of stuff, but...
He dealt with a lot of shit.
That was
like for the most part, it's kind of nice to see the downside and then the kind of come up. But then the last two episodes have been like, no, this guy, raped children, and this guy was just a violent piece of shit towards his family.
Yeah. So, V, did you watch it or no?
Part of it.
Okay. That's why you're
Thank you.
Quiet. So next week we got Ian Crotiro. I can't speak French very well. Johnny K9, Bruiser Bedlam. I don't know much about him, so this will be like a whole new thing for me. It'll be interesting. And then we got the United States versus Vince McMahon, which I know Zack is looking forward to.
Looking forward to that because it is on tape. It was a event on par with 9/11 as far as tragedy goes, according to Stephanie McMahon. So I am very much looking forward to see if 2021 Stephanie McMahon thinks the same way.
Yeah, we still got some good ones left in the season. I'm surprised. We got Frontier Martial Arts Wrestling, which I'm looking forward to. That one will be good. Plane Ride from Hell will be great.
It'll be great. I'm looking forward to who's the promoter of Frontier Martial Arts?
Inoki?
No, it wasn't Inoki. He did New Japan.
No. Oh, sorry. Let's see.
He was the little hardcore. He was a guy who did a lot of hardcore, and I know I got plenty of wrestling fans screaming at their radios right now because I can't remember his name.
Yes, don't sit there and text us about it. We'll figure out. And Onita. Jesus.
Onita. That's it. Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, Onita.
All right.
Good God. Now I feel like... Fuck.
Yeah, now I feel
I'm down
stupid.
to Mark status now. I'm not even a
That
fucking
was-
insider. God.
I watched the match where they did it in the middle of a pool and he got like gutted with a sickle.
Yes.
That was fucking nuts.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit that went down in FMW. Like Hayabusa, it just Jesus, man. There was you could have blood and guts wrestling, and then you could have Hayabusa, and then you had them put together, and you're like, good God.
Yeah.
Like Hayabusa is probably one of the greatest high flyers of all time for me.
Who's the guy who like he has scars all over his back, of course, but like he has like a chunk taken out of his back from that shit.
Could be a bunch of people. I don't know.
What are you doing, V?
Sorry.
I'll go eat my chips.
No, it's the last 2 cans out of the second 6-pack.
Oh yeah. So keep it on TV, and are we done with Dark Side of the Ring?
I am, yeah.
Because I really want to talk. I really want to talk about this one.
Wait,
thing.
V wants
Okay,
something. V.
So, you know, I don't know if Darkness is caught up, but I've been watching Superman and Lois.
Fuck.
Why did Zach's mic just go out? He just muted himself.
So, no, it's like I actually really, really enjoy the takes that they're doing with it and the route they're going with it. It's, you know, he got his 2 kids. One now has superpowers.
Yeah.
And it's basically him trying to teach his kid how to deal with it like he had to. Why the other one kind of deals with the fact that he has no powers. They're in Smallville doing the whole little secretive thing. But you got Lois's father who knows about Superman.
General Lane.
Knows about his secret and everything. On the side, like building like these fucking experimental kryptonite weapons, and we got to see one of them in action, and it kind of fucks some shit up, and I was really kind of scared that they were taking the same route as Smallville for a moment, where in Smallville the kryptonite gave people weird random powers like melting abilities or whatever.
I didn't know I didn't watch Smallville, so that's crazy. I didn't know that.
It was basically like a weekly fucking teen rom drama, whatever. Basically, some new person got exposed to some kryptonite and became like a liquefied gas or something. And it was like that was the new villain that he had to fight that week and figure out how to stop him. And he would find out that he had a new power or something. I don't know. It was, Smallville was all right for what it was. I'm not going to say I didn't watch it. I watched it. But they brought in Kryptonite X, I think they're calling it.
Mm-hmm.
And it holds the subconscious of other Kryptonians. So at this point, they're exposing people to Kryptonite X to basically upload Kryptonians into these bodies. So it's getting really interesting where now we're going to see a world of supermen and women and see what he has to do with that.
Interesting. I got to get back into it then. When they went on that hiatus, I stopped watching. I didn't know it came back, and then you told me, and then I forgot, and you know.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's a nice little take. It's it's about Superman, but it's also not all about Superman. You're looking at Lois, Jonathan Jordan are his kids, and they're all in Smallville, so it's not Metropolis. It's not the big city, so it's not like in the big city where you can kind of blend in and weird things happen. Now you have to be careful of every little thing that you do. It's pretty cool. I'm definitely really enjoying it. My kid's really enjoying it. I fell out of The Flash. The Flash is just like one of those I'll watch it until it dies, but I'm not rushing to see it anymore.
Yeah. I'll get back into it and we'll talk about it. And then Zach can come back from the bathroom and we can talk about stuff that he's interested in.
Huh? I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Oh, and then if anybody's interested, the Travel Channel has a shitload of paranormal shows on there.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm into it.
Those are always good.
I don't. I was listening to this podcast called Paranormal Leash.
Okay.
And it's
Don't promote
interesting.
other shows on our show.
They're not promoting us. What the fuck?
I bet they will, especially when I get on there.
Okay.
Fuck. Who cares?
He had like a second there of hesitation. He's like, no, I don't care.
But no, it's a really cool show. They're like little 23-minute segment things. He just basically talks to celebrities and stuff about their paranormal experiences, and he talks about his, and it's just what people believe and don't believe. And do you know the Vatican trains priests to be
Essence?
exorcists?
Oh, exorcist. Wow.
There's different levels. Level 1 exorcist, 2 and 3. But yeah. So
Seems like a UFO hunter.
There's different levels of UFO hunting.
There's different. There are different levels of UFO hunter.
But he brought up something about he had a guest on there, and she did the show on the Travel Channel. That was basically her father was a paranormal investigator, and they're going through all his old cases and kind of revisiting them and seeing if there's anything new. And I can't remember what the show is called, but I was like, well, screw it. Let me go to the Travel Channel and see if I can find this thing. Oh, shit. I found all kinds of things. I'm like, I'm in heaven.
So, along the same vein of this, the Insidious movies, they're loosely based on a real person, aren't they?
You mean The Conjuring?
Conjuring, is that it? Okay. I didn't know
Yeah.
which one it was for sure. They all
they're
kind of
loose-
run together.
They're very, very, very,
Very
very,
loose.
very, very loosely based on
Ed
the
and
Warren.
Ray Warrens.
The Warrens, that's right. Okay.
They are. I'll get into my thoughts, V. If you do yours first, because I have thoughts on them.
I'm just saying the Warrens kind of they were going around doing all kinds of different like investigations or exorcisms. They would go to different places, and what really got them kick-started was their trip to the Amityville house. And
As I was going to ask.
I thought it was the Enfield house.
no, they went to the Amityville house, and then it started kicking off from there, where they started doing their own TV show and a bunch of different stuff. And Ed, the old geezer fuck that he is, his heart couldn't handle a lot of the stuff, so they started teaching newer generations to be paranormal investigators. But supposedly Lauren, or whatever her name is, has like some psychic gift where she can like fucking go
Supposedly.
go all Stevie Wonder and walk around and see something that's not really there. And
Stevie Wonder is actually the opposite of that.
Yeah.
He can't see anything that's there.
but
Well, what he means is that her head will start swaying side by side.
Oh.
There's a presence here. Oh.
I just called
Um,
to say.
I think they're
I love
con men
you.
who were kind of stupid and like didn't know what they're fucking with, and 9 times out of 10 they left the house worse than how they found it.
yeah,
It's like that asshole you get to come fucking house sit for you, and then they leave all the doors
Yeah.
unlocked when they leave.
So
Fuckers.
I can't remember if it was the Amity house or if it was the Enfield house. But they actually sued the Warrens because it was bad when they got there, and then when they left, the activity apparently got so much more worse.
That's not good.
yeah. But then they take like pieces of like these from different haunts, like the Annabelle doll.
This is mine now.
They just took it? Like,
Yeah, they just take shit.
and they have it in a spare room in their house. That's their
Well, it's a museum now, which it's just a money grabbing thing.
oh yeah, that Zack or whatever his name is, that
Zack
Justin
Baggins.
Yeah, he goes to it all the time. That dude's a fucking piece of shit too.
The Eastver Bagginses.
The Baconses
But
The Bagginses.
from Bag End.
They would just take all this supposedly haunted and possessed stuff and put it in their house. I mean, before it became a museum, but it was their house that their daughter lived in. Like, hey, honey, this doll went around murdering people, but guess what? It's just in this room right here.
It's just don't tap on the glass and you'll be fine.
Fuck that. So, did they ever deal with the chick from The Entity? Do you remember that story?
No, that was a movie, you fucking...
No, it was based off of... Jesus, dude. You guys are... No, because The Entity was based off of this lady's true experiences.
I can't stand those fucking Conjuring movies.
No, The Entity was like in the 80s, and it was the one where the lady got raped by the ghost, and then, like, she got raped repeatedly, supposedly, by the ghost, and then she moved, and she's like, I'm done, I'm out of here. And then the ghost fucking followed her.
You're thinking about Reanimator.
No, Reanimator's different. No, you're thinking about fucking Frankenhooker. I'm like, wait, no. I know what I'm saying. Fuck you guys.
I think I've heard of The Entity because of that particular scene. I don't think I've ever seen it.
Yeah, I don't remember. It was, forget it. I don't remember. I didn't know if the Warrens had dealt or talked with her, because that was another well-known, documented,
Might.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well.
I don't know. They did a lot
They're
of stuff
con
over,
people.
Yeah, it's cool to hear and stuff, and it's cool to see what they do, but they're not ones that I believe in. They're entertaining to watch, but not. They're nothing that I would like jump on and be like true believer. Like, hey,
Well,
I was watching the Travel Channel, of course, the Warren story, and it was interesting to watch.
yeah, they're the people who make the money as the entertainers, because I know you know that ghost hunting is fucking boring as shit.
It can be.
Yeah. It's not all, we're walking into this haunted prison, and then suddenly V just starts screaming and ripping off his clothes because fucking scratch marks are appearing on him.
That's what I hate about that Zack Baggins guy.
Yes.
Every fucking time. Dude, he walks in the Enchanted Forest. He's like, oh, I feel his presence. I felt it once before. Right before I got, what's going on? Oh, did you see that mark growing on my neck? How do you fucking see it, dude?
As he's hiding at the gig.
Yeah. he's all handing it to the fucking cameraman.
Why is he always wearing wrist tape?
But yeah, that's not even interesting. I watched the Enchanted. I tried to watch the Enchanted Forest one, just because it's so close to home.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get all the way through it. It's just like, dude, I can't stand his voice and his
stupid affliction t-shirts.
All of a sudden, he turns the corner. He's like, "Oh my god, I just found a portal to hell." How many fucking portals to hell are there?
Every episode, he finds a portal to hell.
He brings. Are these like portable portals?
Yeah.
Does he bring them with him and set them up?
And if you notice, like, all the possession shit only happens to him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So
anyway.
Yeah. All right.
I was gonna say, before I get mad about this again, I should have brought this up when we were talking about DC stuff, because now it is apparently canon that Batman does not eat pussy.
Oh, this just came out. I'm surprised you already heard about this one.
No, this came out. Friend of the show, Taylor Vanis, sent me this saying, "Hey, you should talk about this on the show," and I'm like, "I sure as hell will." On a season 3 episode of the Harley Quinn show, Harley Quinn and Batman apparently are talking about eating pussy, and Batman says he doesn't because, quote, "that's not what heroes do."
That's not the story I got, but okay.
Oh, I heard DC is mad and trying to block the scene.
Oh yeah, they took the scene out of him doing it because their excuse, DC's, was because they sell hero toys and stuff, and that's not what heroes do. It wasn't Batman in the show saying it. That's what DC's excuse was. So I don't know if that makes it worse or not, but they're like, that's why we took it out, because like the animators and everybody did it, but then DC got a hold of it and said no, and
DC
took it
said,
out.
it's the first line right here. DC says Batman can't go down on Catwoman since heroes don't do that.
Okay, yeah, so that's DC saying that. That's not Batman in the show
I thought
saying
it was
that.
Batman saying it.
No. I was like, wait a second, what the that would just be like Superman status. I'm a Boy Scout, I don't do that kind of thing.
Zack,
Uh-oh.
Batman is just as pissed off as you are.
Bruce Wayne up in his mansion is fucking furious.
I can't eat out a Catwoman.
Oh.
Yes, I do. I love it.
I am the clip commander.
Hold on. This tweet right here. Batman begins, but none of his ladies finish.
Oh, that's terrible. Wow. I mean, yeah, that works.
they got the clip in. I'm just looking at the Twitter from it now. The Fallout, and they got a video from Batman Returns where the Penguin is smelling Catwoman's feet.
Oh, yeah.
You know where she like puts it. Hold on. You know exactly the scene.
I do.
Just the pussy I've been looking for.
Yeah, we know this one. God.
Zach and I watched that for two different reasons. I watched it for Michelle Pfeiffer in Black Latex. He watches it for Danny DeVito.
I'm not ashamed of my love for Danny DeVito.
Yeah, no, we all know it's well documented.
Just the pussy I've been looking for.
All right, that's going on the soundboard.
That's on the... Just Dan DeVito like, nah, the pussy I was looking for. Nah, 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 nah.
Yeah. So, and another DC oopsie for this, we got Pride Month going on right now. And I play DC Injustice. So they had a promo for Pride Month where you get to beat the crap out of Poison Ivy. And it didn't go over well. It didn't go over well with the Pride community.
Poison Ivy... Yeah, Poison Ivy is canonically a lesbian.
Yeah. they made
so for Pride Month, let's beat up the gay character.
Jesus. Yeah, they're getting that press, man. Listen to them.
So DC is mad because Batman eats pussy and they want to beat up Poison Ivy.
Yeah. That's,
I'm just glad Batman's parents aren't alive to see this.
Well, depending on which, they are still, but his dad was. I don't know.
That's the universe. Because then we'd be talking about how Thomas Wayne doesn't eat pussy.
Yeah. Did you know I was watching some stuff online about the original '89 and Batman Returns? There was a hell of a bunch of backlash against Batman Returns. And I didn't know this at the time.
You didn't know this?
No, I was a kid when it was out and everything, and I was just like, I remember the talk shows and stuff, and they were talking bad about it. I didn't realize it was such a big thing, though. Like, it was too dark, and it was like it wasn't dark, for kids,
too violent,
too sexual. They couldn't
like,
sell toys and blah blah blah.
No. Like the McDonald's play sets, they straight up just had the 1960s version of the Penguin. Because the Danny DeVito Penguin was too disturbing.
Imagine being a kid and opening it up to grab your nuggies, and there's a fucking deformed Danny DeVito stuffed in your sitting in like a rubber ducky.
The Penguin. Because I actually think it was the 1960s Penguin that was in the rubber ducky.
Oh, it might have been. I don't know. I don't remember that era very well anymore.
We all have smartphones.
Well, that's true.
Yeah,
I'm sitting literally in front of a computer. Now. But yeah, I didn't realize that there was that much backlash. I mean, as a kid, you just kind of hear little bits and pieces, but after the fact, I was like, what the hell? Really? That's why Tim Burton didn't get to do the third one and everything? That sucks. So yeah, fuck parents, fuck PMRC, fuck all them. rob us of Michael Keaton and
Like-
Tim Burton greatness.
And
'Cause
then
he wanted to do
I think-
Scarecrow. That would have been fucking awesome from Tim
he,
Burton.
for
Damn
the
it.
third one, he wanted to do Scarecrow, and he wanted to bring Marlon Wayans in as Joker. Not Joker.
Robin.
Robin.
Yeah. And then Harley Quinn, they had talked about it at one point too, and then like being Joker's daughter though. But all kinds of weird stuff
Yes.
that never got made or happened or man, we got robbed.
Just
Damn it.
We got just because he wanted to make his Batman, which was will go on to this day as the best Batman movie.
89 or Batman Returns?
Returns.
Yeah, that one is great. 89's still it for me, but I mean,
Even though he kills a
Returns
guy.
was great. Well, he killed a bunch of guys. Batman killed a bunch of guys.
Batman killed a guy.
Yeah, Batman and the Red Ranger. Fuck.
The Red Power Ranger killed a guy.
Nobody fucking said shit about fucking Batman killing anybody, but as soon as Superman fucking snaps another Kryptonian's neck, everybody loses their shit.
No,
That's
people
true.
were losing their shit back then too. It's just we didn't have the internet to bitch about it.
Oh man,
People lost their shit when Batman was killing people left and right. People lost their shit when Superman killed General Zod, but like we had the internet, so now it's more vocal.
I remember people talking shit because Mr. Mom was going to be Batman, and I was
Oh
like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
That was like one of the first instances of like a viral campaign where people were trying. They basically did what Big V tried to do with Ben Affleck.
He kept mailing in letters. What are you talking?
Yeah, people would mail in letters.
I'm
trying to
starting
get
a
him-
write-in campaign.
Yeah, no, that happened.
Yeah. Oh no, I know. Back then it did. Yeah, they got like thousands and thousands of letters from like at the studio about it once it was
And then-
announced.
And then the movie came out and the same shit. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I generally don't lose my shit, but when I heard Ben Affleck was going to be Batman, I fucking lost my shit. And I saw that there was a fucking petition to the White House. I signed that. I signed anything that said petition to get Ben Affleck gone. I signed it. I was like, fucking get rid of this motherfucker.
Jeez.
Now I'm glad it didn't happen. Because,
Yes.
dude, I was like, wow. He was scary good. Like, for that role, for that Batman, that version of a Batman.
I loved him.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Fuck, he's not as active as he used to be, but he's still fucking out to do his thing and fucking.
It took my favorite Batman, which was the Mark Miller Batman, and put it on the screen, and Ben Affleck just did it perfectly.
Frank Miller.
Frank Miller,
Dark Knight Returns.
Actually.
actually.
Speaking
No,
of
that was
Mark
a genuine-
Millar,
That was no. That was a genuine thing because like I always fucking get those, not confused, but like, oh Frank Miller, Mark Miller, or Mark Millar, whatever the fuck you want to say.
no, you get too many
The
people
Wizard
with-
Man,
Jay Lee and Jim Lee. I don't fucking know. Whatever.
the man who's wizard fighting Alan Moore.
You know, and that's why if they ever get off the ground, I'm not judging Patterson yet.
Yeah,
when he's not busy fucking Catwoman on the hood of the Batmobile.
So the last thing I heard about that it was not true. So,
yeah. I mean, I haven't heard anything else about that since it initially
It's
came
true.
out as a rumor, but they
I
may be
guarantee-
trying to do some damage control. Yeah, like you say.
I guarantee every man who has played Batman has fucked in the Batman suit and fucked on the hood of the Batmobile.
I don't know. Haven't you heard about those Batman suits? You can't move around in them.
Well, some people are into that. It's like being in those vacuum seal beds that
I was
know.
gonna say even those like Val Kilmer just banging some fucking extra like one of those clown punch me dolls.
But yeah, if they ever get the Patterson Batman off the ground, like I heard he's like just a real piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna judge anybody till I see it myself. I'll be like, I don't know, but I'll still go see it, and I'll reserve judgment until I actually see it.
Well, yeah, I'm not judging how he's going to be as a Batman. I'm judging him as a person. Like from all I hear is he's just like very demanding and like refuses to go on set when like.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, it could be great. I mean, everyone thought Heath Ledger was a Joker. What? That's insane. And then they
The
see
pretty
it.
boy from A Knight's Tale?
Yeah, well, yeah. I knew him from 10 Things I Hate About You.
That's
The-
going to be terrible, and they were right.
What?
Here we go, triggered. No. Yeah, you're right. A Knight's Tale was a terrible movie.
What?
Yeah.
Who the fuck takes medieval shit and fucking puts like mainstream songs in there? That's ridiculous.
Have you never watched Shrek?
No, actually, I think I saw the first one.
The movie was amazing. I loved The Knight's Tale.
I got up and walked out from
How
Moulin
hard did it
Rouge
make you
for
cry?
What, A Knight's Tale?
Yeah.
A little.
Yeah, it did.
a little in my
Big,
pants.
soft gummy bear man.
It was a great movie, and it was all the way through. I mean, I was amazed. I ended up getting it back when Blockbuster was a thing, and you would go in, and they just have tables laid out of your 4 for $20 DVDs or 5 for $5, just whatever. And I'd go through every payday, and I would just get a new stack of movies. I'd walk in and look around, and one day I was just like, oh, I don't know, I don't see anything interesting. Oh, let's take A Knight's Tale, Ghost of Mars, something else, and like, I was amazed. Ghost of Mars was a great movie. A Knight's Tale was a great movie. Yeah.
I actually like Ghost of Mars too. I don't dislike A Knight's Tale. I don't dislike Heath Ledger. I just thought his Joker was kind of shit and overrated.
I will give you that. I mean,
the overrated part, I agree with.
Don't get me wrong. Okay, it was a great character that he played. It was great acting,
It was
great
okay.
everything, but
Okay.
it wasn't Joker. That was the thing that
No.
got me. So
my big thing, like, you compare him to Jack Nicholson, who was a great Joker. Like, Heath Ledger's Joker, his thing was, like, to promote anarchy and chaos, where Jack Nicholson was anarchy and chaos.
But
Yeah.
here's the thing: you can't compare them. They're two different Jokers. It's just like taking Gene Hackman and fucking what's his face.
If you
You-
say
you can't-
Jesse
you can't
Eisenberg,
say
I'm going to
his-
slap you in
no.
the mouth.
you can't say the other guy's name because he's canceled.
Oh, that's right, because he might have molested a boy because he's gay.
Oh, Kevin Spacey?
Oh, I gotta block that now. God damn it!
Beep!
But
Yeah, that
it's
piece of
just like-
shit.
But you can't compare those Lex because I mean they're both great, but they were two different Lex.
Yeah,
Just like-
they are the products of their movies. You know, they're going in a certain direction with the character, so the character's gonna be. You know,
I also think Christian Bale is a terrible Batman.
no, I agree with you on that one.
I don't think anybody would disagree.
No, there's people
There's
out
plenty.
there.
Trust me, I was on another podcast. There's plenty of people who disagree.
Ooh, you're on another podcast, you fucking slut.
I was. I'm not anymore.
Oh, I see. So
I'm
you're.
just-
I stopped
saying,
working.
Those were decent movies, but it kind of goes back to the whole Tom Cruise thing. Just because it wasn't the actor who made the movie; it was the movie that made the actor.
No, it was Christian Bale in the stupid voice. Swear to me,
And then they had fucking
motherfucker. You are
Same
4'9".
When Tom Cruise can look down at you, you know you got a problem.
Getting off of that shit. The Farley Bros are making a Kingpin sequel.
Nice. That is a highly underrated comedy. I
That
have to
was
admit.
so underrated. I was so hoping one of you two would catch on to that because I am highly excited about this.
There was shit in that movie that I still fucking quote and I still fucking love. And I like all the shit that the
Yes.
Farley brothers have done. That's on par with like quotable shit like The Big Lebowski with me.
Yes.
I walked up
No.
and I talked to like people.
now
and I'm like-
we're gonna get into this for the next 2 hours.
I tell people shit like, we don't have a cow, but we have a bull. Like, people look at me like I'm insane. Yeah, that movie's great. And fucking Bill Murray in that is fucking amazing too. And
Bill Murray is amazing, but Woody Harrelson fucking kills
Woody.
it.
Yes, Woody Harrelson is great.
It was
Well,
fucking,
fucking Randy Quaid sitting in a urinal shitting because he doesn't. That movie is great. Oh, that's good that they're making a sequel. It'll be interesting to see everybody. I don't know about
Like
Randy
old man
Quaid,
Bill
but
Oh yeah.
I don't know how that's gonna go.
It'd have to be like, it had to be like Ishmael's son or something.
Yeah, I think that's the way they're gonna have to do it.
Randy Quinn's insane now.
Yes. Yes, Cousin Eddie's insane now. He will not be returning for any of the sequels. Yes, sorry everybody. I wonder what Vanessa Angel looks like now. Oh yeah, 90s crush girl right there. Damn. Anyway, so that's cool. I mean, it can't be any worse than Dumb and Dumber 2. There's another comedy that they resurrected way too late, but you know.
Was that the Farley Brothers? Fairley Brothers? Whichever one?
No, I'm just thinking like those kind of sequels that came out way after comedies that, you know, weren't very good.
So there was Dumb and Dumber, and there was Dumb and Dumb.
Dumb and Dumberer?
That one was fucking awful.
Bob Saget is the best thing in that movie, and that's not saying much.
Bob Saget was the best thing in that movie, and he's fucking terrible in that movie.
Had that one line, and he kept repeating it, and you're just like, okay, why did I spend $6 to go see this? So, yeah. But that's cool. If the Farley brothers are in line with it, and they're going to do it,
I was amazed the first time I found out that Bob Saget was actually, like, a very fucking
horrible,
dirty, like,
yeah,
crude. Like, I just knew him as fucking Danny, like, Danny Tanner.
The dad from Full House.
Yeah.
Like, and America's Funniest Videos. Like, I just, and then all of a sudden I see him one day and he's like, pussy, fuck, cock, dick, motherfucker. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, holy shit. This is fucking Danny Tanner. Like, what the fuck?
So, the Farley brothers have been hit and miss. Their early stuff, of course, is the best.
Yes.
Dumb and Dumber, Kingpin, Something About Mary, Me, Myself, and Irene, which is another one that I love to quote, and nobody knows what the fuck I'm talking.
Underrated. Me, Myself, and Irene is criminally underrated.
Yes. What are you looking at, fuckface? I love that fucking...
Whoa. This is between me and the kid.
They've had a couple of good ones later on. I like The Ringer. I don't know if many other people did, but...
Oh, yeah, with Johnny Knoxville?
Johnny Knoxville, yeah. It was like a Jackass movie, basically. But, yeah. But unfortunately, they did do Dumb and Dumber 2, and that was not...
And they did that fucking terrible Three Stooges movie.
Yes, that was another one I was going to mention. I was like, no.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Yeah, they had... what the fuck was his name? The guy that did the Steve Austin impressions on Mad TV.
Will Sasso.
Will Sasso was Curly. And then the guy from...
Will Sasso, who's insanely funny by himself, but if you want to see the Three Stooges movie, just throw $5 in the toilet and punch yourself in the dick really hard.
Yeah, it was... Will Sasso was Curly. The guy from Will and Grace, not Will, but his Jack, I guess. He was Larry. And...
That was him?
Yeah, I think it was.
I did not fucking recognize him.
Who was? Yeah, it was him.
Again, we all have supercomputers sitting in front of us.
Who was Mo? I can't remember who Mo was.
Hold on. We're getting to the bottom of this. Yeah. The most research I've ever done on this show.
Looking at the Fairley Brothers movies.
Chris Diem. It was Sean Hayes' Larry. Holy shit! I did not recognize him.
Yeah.
Chris Diamantopoulos. Greek name I can't pronounce.
Diamantopoulos, yes.
Diamantopoulos. Is it Invincible?
What? You didn't know this?
Who the fuck is he in Invincible?
And now we just go to...
now it's just dead air.
He was Aquaman in the Harley Quinn episode. He was
cool.
Doc Seismic, Isotope.
He is.
Donald Ferguson.
He has done nothing.
Not a lot of voiceover acting, but yeah. So anyway, back to the fucking Three Stooges. Yeah, that sucked. Don't go watch it.
Yeah, don't do that. It's a bad movie.
Their later stuff is not as good as their early stuff. We'll just go with that. So yeah, but I hope Kingpin 2 or whatever they decide to call it is decent. All right, so moving right along.
Thinking of me and myself and Irene quotes.
Oh, so many good ones.
I've stolen the fucking just because I rock doesn't mean I'm made out of stone. Just straight up. Let's get to know each other. Okay. Do you swallow?
Yeah. That's good stuff. So, hopefully. Anything else like that?
Not that I could see.
Okay. Do you want to move on to Loki now?
Let's move on to Loki. I like
All
Loki.
right.
This is exactly the Marvel show I fucking wanted and I needed after that fucking not great Winter Soldier show.
Great if it was just condensed down. But anyway, I'll say that anytime everyone says it sucks, because I won't admit it sucks. I'll just say that it should have been not as long.
I liked it. It should have been a movie, not a show.
Yeah.
Look,
yeah.
I had buyer's remorse when I bought Duke Nukem Forever. It's fine.
But yeah, so Loki.
Loki.
The music is awesome. That's what caught me first.
Yes.
I'm like, this sounds like fucking Blade Runner shit. I love this. This is great. And then it just goes basically right into the second he ports away from the Avengers in Endgame, and he ends up in the desert somewhere, and he gets picked up by the time police, and it's just all the shit that happens after that. So, decent premise. There's a couple of things that kind of irk me, but I'm willing to stick with it still. So, yeah, I mean, it looks great. Owen Wilson's great.
What's irking you, darkness?
Like, hold on. Like, Owen Wilson's great, but seeing his big fucked up nose in 4K is deeply disturbing. Like,
wow.
I haven't watched much of his. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
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 I haven't watched much of his movies, but like, this is the first time I've seen.
Uh-oh.
him.
Okay.
And now that I have a big 4K TV, I can't stop staring. Did I cut out?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was the most
Good thing there's plenty of time to edit
ever.
this. I haven't watched any of his stuff since like Wedding Crashers or something, but like seeing his weird fucked up nose and like huge 4K TV is upsetting.
All right. Well, there's one gripe.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, darkness.
Wow.
All right. So my biggest gripe
Wow.
thus far, and it could be for nothing. You never know.
Wow.
Jesus. That's got to go on a soundboard too now. We got to find that.
Wow.
The premise that these time cops or whatever they are, like, are in charge of like everything. You know, they let Endgame happen. They let the snap happen.
Oh god.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck that was. And then like stuff like spoilers for the first episode. Like you find like a box of fucking Infinity Stones just sitting
I thought
there.
that was great. I thought
mean,
that was great.
Yeah, if like I said, it just kind of irks them a little bit, but if it fits into the, you know, we can nullify shit here or whatever, because the Tesseract wasn't doing shit.
Yeah. I love the whole. Hey, you know those things that we've spent 10 years and 25 movies saying that these are the most important things in the universe? Yeah, let's totally just trivialize them.
Yeah, they're like paperweights on this dude's desk.
Oh yeah, these are all paperweights, and Loki's mystified. He's like, these are Infinity Stones. Okay. Oh yeah, some people use them as paperweights. Yeah. I love that.
I mean, I understand the humor of it and stuff like that, but I don't know. I mean, if he grabbed a fistful of them and then went back to his regular timeline, would he fuck shit up, or are they just inert, or are they? I don't know. Whatever.
I did kind of voiced out loud. I was like, "Oh, so it's cool when the Avengers do it," and then like a minute later, she's like, "Oh yeah, they're supposed to do it."
Yeah, that was one of those things.
I voiced out loud to my wife like, so it's okay when the Avengers do it, but not when he does it. And then like a minute later, she's like, "Oh yeah, no, they're supposed to do it. It's fine."
Yeah, that's the thing that kind of bugs me now because everything's on this set timeline. Even when they go off of the timeline and they go screwing with time, oh yeah, it's part of the timeline. I'm like,
Well, because they made it a huge part in, they did make it a huge part in Endgame to where like, okay, we're gonna go take them, but then we got to go to the exact moment when we took them to bring them back.
a ridiculously fun movie for me to watch. Captain America just returning the time stones and shit, but I don't know. That's probably just me. I just want to see him try and give back the Soul Stone to fucking Red Skull. Like, you, Rajas! Just see him get all pissed.
That part would have been a cool thing to see on the movie.
Yeah, he just fucking
Wait a
loses
minute.
shit. I
he
remember
just, like,
you.
He's just tapping Black Widow on the forehead with the Soul Stone. He's like, "Come on,
Take
be
it
alive again."
back. Her and Gamora just sitting on the bottom of this pit, just laying there. Spoilers for, if you haven't seen it, fuck it, you shouldn't be listening to our podcast.
Statistically speaking, like how much sales that movie did, everybody in the world has seen it at least 3 times.
Yeah, it's a pretty safe bet. So, yeah, it's setting up some good stuff. Spoilers for the first episode if you haven't watched it yet. The big reveal is he's going to be facing himself.
Yes.
That's the big villain, is a different version of him. So, could be interesting. I mean, Tom Hiddleston. Huh?
My understanding
Huh?
it's going to be a different variation of him. It's going to be the opposite sex.
Oh, is that what they
Cool.
were talking about? Yeah, because he did that in the comics. He stole Sif's body, and
Yep.
that was pretty cool.
I did like how this isn't like Thor Ragnarok Loki where he's learned his lesson and he's still kind of an asshole, but it's more of an endearing way. He's the Avengers Loki where he's just a huge pompous prick.
Yeah,
And
he
he tries
hasn't.
to play that with the time cops or whatever.
Yeah, he hasn't been put through the character arc that he was when he was in Ragnarok. So we still got that asshole smarmy Loki.
But he did watch it all fall down and he watched himself die. So
we did kind of get it a little bit to where, okay, maybe I'll just stop being a huge prick when he watched his mom die and then he watched himself die.
Yeah.
he saw his brother cry for him.
We got 15 movies of character development in 5 minutes.
That's all you got to do. I mean, come on. I mean, come on, guys. That's all you got to do. So yeah, he's, I guess, the reverse of Batman, where you live long enough as the hero, you see yourself become the villain. You see yourself as the villain long enough, now you're the protagonist.
Yep.
So
Time cop.
yes, I want Jean-Claude Van Damme to just walk through a scene. That would be awesome.
Oh my
Yes.
God. If you guys haven't watched it yet, watch Jean-Claude Van Johnson.
Jean-Claude Van Johnson.
Wait, what?
That's an Amazon show that he did, where he plays himself, but he's a spy.
Oh, so he's gotten to like Steven Seagal levels of I don't give a fuck.
Well, I don't know.
It's hilarious. Yeah, he was a movie star who got fucking recruited into these black op missions. And he fucking.
Can we talk about how weird Steven Seagal is now?
Oh my God.
Police officer Steven Seagal, or
Russian ambassador Steven Seagal.
oh, that one. Okay.
There's where he had a cop show where he's just like showing some weird country bumpkin how to shoot. That's the only episode I saw.
Okay.
I don't know, it was fucking stupid. He's just a weird guy. And Aikido is a weird fake martial art.
Yeah.
Steven Seagal was always weird. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed some of his movies, but he's always very monotone and very, punk. Like, very, like, I don't know, it's like hard to watch. There was like no emotion, and when he did,
He's the same guy in every movie.
Yeah.
And when he would show some emotion or like be happy about something, it was just like so forced.
I did like him in
Under Siege.
what was it, the first Machete?
Oh, Machete? Yes.
Machete?
Machete.
Where we're gonna put this in wrestling terms, where in all these movies he's done, he never puts anybody over. And he's still, when he plays the villain, he won't put anybody over and he fucking offs himself.
Yes. It's like whenever Zack's gonna lose a match, he runs out and gets a count out or disqualifies himself.
Yeah, it's usually because I pinned myself.
Yeah. I want to do that in a match. Just like knock somebody out and be like, I don't want the title, and then grab them and put them over me. That would be awesome.
There's a couple times I should have done that.
Well, yeah. So, in other news, I don't know if you guys... Well, I mean, I know Zach does, but Lance Reddick will be playing Wesker.
Yes!
In the Resident Evil Netflix series.
Before you go on your racist rant, I think it's going to be fucking awesome.
Okay. I've... Why do you think I'm going to go off on a racist rant? But
because Wesker's a white man, and he should be playing a white man.
Wesker is a video game. He's pixels. I don't understand
real.
why you're
He's
so
not
upset.
real.
Jesus.
Yeah, and Superman's a drawing, and you were mad the other week when Michael B. Jordan... Fucking me. You're upset a couple weeks ago when Michael B. Jordan might be playing him.
I wasn't.
Fucking me.
He's losing it. Listen to him.
He's throwing me off.
Before you go into your racist rant.
Oh, Jesus, man. Lance Reddick isn't as big a disappointment as the rest of the cast of that show. Lance Reddick is the only man on that show, on that entire show. I mean,
is the only adult?
Yeah, that too. Yeah, it's okay. Where's everybody else? Where's Chris Redfield and what the fuck's going on?
Chris Redfield's supposed to be a mountain of a man.
He's not even in it. It's from what we can tell so far.
Chris Redfield's never in it. We don't get to see, we barely get to see Jill Valentine, but the last fucking movies, it was just, Paul W.S. Anderson jerking off over his wife.
Yeah. And she was Alice,
Look how
right?
cool and tough she was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was in none of the games.
Yeah. They got Wesker eventually towards the end there, but it wasn't very good.
It was alright, but I love this idea of Lance Reddick because he's a terrifying person when he wants to be.
Most people probably remember him from John Wick. He was the concierge. So that was where I recognized him.
The one skit he did for Eric Andre.
Okay, you and your Eric Andre, Jesus.
I love that guy. So Eric Andre, he's famous for he'll go out there do the street pranks, but he'll always have celebrities on his show, and he'll always fuck with them. Like he never washes his suit, or he'll have he'll be in the middle of an interview and snakes will start popping out of his coffee mug and shit like that. And he cranks the fucking heat on to 95 in the fucking little studio they do. But with Lance Reddick came on, they decided, the producers and stuff decided, hey, we're going to email Lance Reddick and we're going to get Lance Reddick to fuck with Eric Andre.
Okay.
And it's fucking hilarious. I recommend anybody go watch it. I'll post it to the chat. You motherfucker. or the Toys R Me skit he did for Funny or Die.
Okay.
Good talk.
Good song, right?
Glad you guys can contribute to that, you motherfucker.
Oh, go ahead and keep talking. I'm just gonna mute my microphone real quick.
I don't know why I do this fucking show anymore.
Wow, is that his wife?
What? Okay.
That show was fucking enthralling without me on it. Well, V's just fucking cranking off in the corner. Is that his wife?
No,
That's cool. What the fuck are you doing?
No, I looked him. I looked him up to see if I can find this thing, and then there's pictures of him, and he's with this lady, and I'm like, ugh.
Whoa!
Jesus. That's not nice.
Oh. That's not his
See?
wife. Who is that?
It's his wife.
Oh, it is his wife.
Like,
Ah.
What's this guy's name?
he must not make a lot of money.
Hashtag she's stunning and brave. Hashtag stunning and brave. That was what we're saying.
Who is it?
Lance Reddick's wife.
Oh. Okay.
I don't want
Well,
to
look at
get
that.
big and then he listens to this and comes to kick our asses.
That
So.
picture looks like she started using a lot of his money because she's looking halfway decent.
Okay. I don't see anything you guys are fucking talking about.
Everybody thought I was going to be the one to get this show canceled. It's fucking V screaming the word dyke and then
Hey.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
and Darkness going on his racist rants.
What did I say? Jesus.
Okay.
What the fuck, man?
I don't start every podcast a 6-pack in and killed off like as we're finishing a second 6-pack. So it's not like, you know.
Okay.
Oh,
V-
that
V's
thought
a-
really fizzled out. You do know people listen to this, V.
He's a few sheets to the wind, man. Listen to him.
Like people sit down and listen to this to for entertainment purposes, and you're just fucking I had my second
Okay.
6-pack, and I'm just fucking
This is-
don't fall asleep again.
Yeah.
You know you're old when fucking going to sleep gives you that kind of a reaction. Yeah! Sleep! Yeah!
We'll do this. We'll do this show for 100 episodes, and that'll be the highlight of the show.
Him fucking sleeping. What? Oh. I was
What do you think
resting
about
my
that, V?
eyes. Shit.
Oh man.
Alright. Do we want to do verses or
So-
comic book club
Well,
first?
Real
Oh,
quick,
you hold on, Sleepy Beauty. What the fuck?
Look at the balls he has now.
Ooh.
you've all seen my balls. So anyways.
Oh.
So the Bad
I
Batch.
have those big
I'm
fucking beanbag
so-
chair.
Still watching the Bad Batch. That show is the cartoon's still amazing.
Okay.
It's weird that I've never seen, like, I've always met Big V's girlfriends once, and then they're never brought back around me. I think he kills them with his huge potato sack balls.
He's got a call. Hey, I did it again.
I did it again.
Can you
I
disappear this
finally-
one?
I'll never lose my virginity at this point.
Oh, we know that's not true.
No, she just dried off with the wrong towel.
Damn. Shit.
If you haven't watched the Bad Batch yet, watch it.
Okay. And you say you don't have to watch the Clone Wars in order to understand what's going on, right?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I mean, like, you get the idea of what Clone Wars is, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I've watched some of it, so. Okay. Well, that's Big
right.
V's Bad Batch review.
It was alright.
I'm still watching it.
Still
It's good.
It's an amazing. Yeah, no, I love it.
I watched the first couple episodes and kind of fell off. I need to get back on it because it's Star Wars and that's what I do.
Yeah. So, all right.
One
okay.
more thing. One
Here
more
we go.
thing.
Here we go.
One
Here we
more
go.
movie thing. Because I just came across. I wanted to talk about it. Because the reason we all started this podcast is because we're horror movie fans,
Yes.
and I think this kind of has a Deadpool kind of connotation to it because concept art, quote unquote, was leaked for Alien 5.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea Neil Blomkamp was going to make it, and yeah, concept art for it has quote unquote leaked onto the internet.
Oh, yes. I love the accidental leaking online.
I kind of think because Neil Blomkamp is fucking awesome.
Okay. What has he done for the people that don't know?
District 9, Elysium, and Chappie, and he's coming out with a new movie. pretty soon that I can't remember, but I was really excited for. And I'm just gonna vamp right now because you guys aren't gonna fucking do it while I look this up.
Elysium Alien 5 is listed, so I guess he's gotten the go-ahead to do it, which is cool.
It's right there.
Huh.
District 9 is fucking great movie.
Elysium, I actually liked Elysium a lot. That was probably one of my favorite movies.
Elysium was very good. A lot of people didn't like Chappie, but I really liked it.
I love Chappie.
Yeah, Chappie was good. It's like these
But
kind of cyberpunky, dystopian that are good. All the ones that he's done have been really good. So, but
and
yeah,
the big thing I like about his movies is that the main character usually gets the shit beat out of them.
yeah.
Spends most of the movie just getting fucked up.
Like Matt Damon got
Demonic, that was it.
Demonic. I might have to look at this one.
It's a new movie that's coming out this year.
Oh, it's coming. Okay. I'm looking him up right now. He's got Demonic, which is post-production. Everything else looks like shorts. He hasn't done like any...
Yeah, like I think District 9 was his first big blockbuster Hollywood movie.
Ah, okay. And then possibly Alien 5.
I think it's going to be the Deadpool thing where like the concept art for Deadpool came out, quote unquote, leaked out. And then people were like, no, we want this Deadpool movie. This Deadpool movie looks awesome. And I think that's going to happen for Alien 5. And I hope so because I love the Alien movies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Have you ever gotten to see the producer's cut of Alien 3?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a much better movie.
I thought the base version was pretty good. Everybody disagrees with me, but the production cut of it makes it way better.
Yeah. David Fincher, you're just like, how could he... Because it didn't get a lot of good reviews, but going back and looking at his actual cut that he did was a lot better.
Prometheus was still a sack of shit, though.
I wasn't real big on Prometheus, but... right
was
to
that,
piggyback
was that
off...
one or Alien... Was that one or Alien Covenant where I'm pretty sure... who's the guy who plays Magneto?
Michael Fassbender?
Michael Fassbender. I'm pretty sure he had it in his contract where he has to make out with himself.
It's
that
one
was
of my
fucking weird.
things, man.
that part of the, like they're playing a recorder and then suddenly, because he's basically the bishop android and like one of them's kind of gains sentience and teaches the other bishop android how to play the recorder and they start making out or something. I don't know what the fuck was happening.
Yeah, I don't think anyone knew what the fuck was going on in those
I just
movies.
wanted to see Danny McBride fight a xenomorph.
Yeah, what the hell was that about? They didn't even give you that.
That's all I wanted to see.
Yeah. So to piggyback,
I wanted him to be a Danny McBride character.
Okay. Anything else?
And then, no.
Okay. So
except the one thing.
Yeah. To piggyback off of that, the new Predator movie is supposedly being made by Disney, and they're gonna just drop it straight onto Hulu.
Huh.
Because they're having an issue with the rights, and if they don't produce something, then they're gonna have a harder time retaining the rights, and the rights are supposed to go back to the creators from...
Oh, they're pulling a Sony.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing.
We're not going to have another Fantastic Four in our hands, are we?
It's kind of looking like that's the situation with Predator right now. And so Disney's basically throwing together its like a Native American woman. She's got to prove to her tribe that she's a worthy warrior, and so she goes out to kill a predator. And
so we know about predators now?
I guess it takes place in the past too, from what I've been picking up. So it's not like a modern day Predator. So it could be like Dances with Predator, where it's she's just out in the plains, and she's got to kill them with hatchets and bows and arrows and stuff.
Yeah, we're totally expecting this to be a fair fight where Arnold Schwarzenegger and a bunch of big beefy men couldn't take down one of these things, but an Indian woman with sticks and bows and arrows and a hatchet is gonna have a fighting chance.
It's also rumored that she has Native American supernatural powers.
I'm out. I'm done. I quit.
Just so you know, that's what we're looking at for the next Predator movie.
I quit everything. I'm moving to the woods in a shack, and I'm just going to live there for the rest of my life.
Okay. But just letting you guys know, they're just going to drop it straight on Hulu.
Cool.
And
I can't wait to never watch it.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's a hole at the bottom of Hulu and it drops right back out.
We keep putting it in there, but it keeps falling out, so I don't know what's going on.
It's doing that thing again.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I have higher hopes for Alien than I do for Predator at the moment, so.
If it's Neil Blomkamp at it, then yes, I do.
Can you just call him Neil Blumpkin, because that's more funny.
I don't know.
Okay. That's
It's
just
disgusting. Why would you ever bring up Blumpkins?
Neil Blumpkin.
Blumpkin. I'm sure he got a lot of that in high school.
Well, was Blumpkin even a thing when he was in high school? Isn't that a relatively
Blumpkins have always
new
been a
phrase? Has it? Okay.
No, it's always been a thing.
Okay.
Have you seen how huge fucking Chris Hemsworth is now?
So he's getting ready to play Hulk Hogan? Yeah.
Hogan.
But like they're having things from the Thor Love and Thunder movie coming out, leaking out, like set pictures, and he is fucking huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently does not do leg day because he has skinny little legs too. And it bugs the shit out of me.
Oh, I know. I skipped leg day. And it looks like he's walking around in Chris Pratt's shirts.
Yeah.
He's just.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of funny to see. He's like. Yes,
Like, I guess.
What I loved was Chris Pratt was like, he had his producers or whatever, right? Like, hey, can you tone it down? Like, you're making me look bad.
Like, yeah, he legitimately got some heat from the production company because he was so huge that his stunt double, or he is so huge, his stunt double can't even keep up with him, and so now his stunt double is like noticeably smaller than he is.
We have to digitally
With skinny-
add muscles to your stunt double now, so it's gonna add a couple of extra months to production. Damn it!
Skinny little legs.
It looks like fucking
can't tell
Johnny
you.
Bravo walking around.
Yes. Oh my god.
Hey, hey.
Hey baby.
You're like,
Hey,
for
mama.
doing your own stunts or
Shit. Yeah, I miss Johnny Bravo. Doesn't play well in today's market, so yeah.
I think
womanizing dullard, it's not.
I think as like a quaint little nod to the 90s, I think people would catch on to it. It's like, oh, that's how guys talked in the fucking 90s.
Yeah.
made a live action Johnny Bravo.
They're supposed to. They were going to have The Rock play Johnny Bravo, remember?
Fucking Chris Hemsworth with his tiny little legs.
That's perfect.
Well, The Rock can't do it because he actually does leg day. Even though he blew out his knees and hurt them, he still does leg day, and his legs are the size of my fucking torso.
Yeah. That's going to be fun to see, the next movie he's coming out in after all this working out that he's done on top of the working out that he used to do.
Just looks like Chris Hemsworth melted. Do you think he's on roids?
Who?
Hemsworth.
No.
That's how deep into Hulk Hogan he's getting into.
He's like, I gotta do it for the role.
Jesus, he doesn't do fucking leg. Oh my god.
Yeah, I told you. I just sent you the picture of him and his son walking down, and yeah, he's got little tiny bird legs.
That's creepy. Like, dude.
At first, I thought it was. At first I thought it was Photoshop, that somebody went in there and fucked with it, but no, there's a huge thing on like Reddit forums and shit about how he's skipping leg day and shit.
It's a meme at this point. It's just, yeah, bro, skipping leg day. Interesting. Yeah, that's crazy. He does. He looks like he's got like normal person legs and then
His body.
like it's what the hell. Anyway.
V, are you at a park again?
They're gonna find you like they did last time.
Didn't last time like they had to chase him from out of under the bridge with like pitchforks and shit?
Jesus Christ.
He gets these all mad. He's like, oh, not this shit again.
You remember the episode of The Simpsons where Lisa predicted her future, where she's married to Ralph and like really fat, and the kids were like poking her with sticks?
And she had
That's why Big Pete can't go to parks.
Oh god.
Quit it! And the kids are like poking her. The little retarded kids with Ralph's head on them. Speaking of fat bodies.
Okay.
Darkness, what the fuck happened right there?
What?
Everybody just went quiet for half a second.
I don't know. That was weird. We're having a lot of fucking issues with the recording today, so I don't know what it is, but
fuck it.
All right, we
versus.
Versus. Oh, versus. We're gonna do versus. Okay, we'll go into versus. So Zach, this is your versus.
This is my pick.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Jesus.
I can hear you.
Okay.
This is fucking weird. I think it's the weather. But yeah, versus. It was Marlon Brando, fat Marlon Brando versus fat Orson Wells.
Okay.
Fat drunk Orson Wells in a slap fight.
All right.
This was a tough one. I don't think we'd have a clear winner. I think they'd both wear each other out and die.
Okay. See, I envision Marlon Brando having the edge on this one because
I picked Brando too.
Brando's got like greasy fingers all the time
from all the sausages he eats.
Yeah, all the foods, and so when he's slapping, he's getting that extra bit of oomph on it. So I was thinking he was slapping Orson Welles and like just Orson Welles getting all face greased all over him, and you know,
I mean, he might have the upper hand, but I think ultimately at the end their bodies just give.
Yeah, so you're going with like a Superman Doomsday ending where they both slap each other one last time and both die.
Yeah. I mean, and if you look at it, you know, Brando would be Doomsday because he wasn't as beat up as Superman, but they both still died. And, you know, Orson Welles would be Superman, all bloody and beaten. Yeah, Orson might have the upper hand for a while, but it's going to be that last little bit. Like the hearts are going to pop and fucking brain aneurysms and fucking heat stroke and all kinds of shit.
Okay.
For some reason, I pictured this at night, just at a liquor store park.
Yeah, me too. That's what I was thinking. Like under these harsh fucking neon halogen lights that are all like,
all the cars are circled up with their high beams on.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Melted milk duds of people with their shirts off, just fucking.
And how about the guy from the convenience store like walks away from the counter and just stands in front of the door to watch? Like I had all these things in my mind when I was thinking of this. Yeah.
The cops come and have to mace. I think the cops come, they mace Brando, but Brando's so full of like bacon grease and testosterone, he could like basically hack-who the whole situation. Or he just muscles through, throws cops left and right, and just tackles Orson Welles down, just fucking. The whole time, just slapping him across the face.
He breaks through the cops, gets onto Orson Welles, and just bites him in the cheek. Just tears out his cheek. And, how you like that? How you like that? Yeah, he just goes off on him. Yeah, I could see it.
And then he stands up, all just covered in sausage grease, and it just pulls out a can of Cheese Whiz and downs it in one gulp in front of a cheering audience.
All right.
Just like Stone Cold used to be, just opens the fucker up. And it slides out of the can with a visible pop.
Yeah, I could see it. I fucking laugh at yours. You sound like Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh.
Sounds like the winner is Brando. Marlon
Yeah.
Brando.
Marlon Brando. Yeah,
Apocalypse Now, Brando, where they couldn't fucking shoot him because he was so greasy and fucking fat that they couldn't shoot him in full light.
he's holding food in his offhand off camera, so in between takes he could just take another bite of pie. That's
Oh my
fucking
god.
terrible.
It's not even a piece of pie either. It's just a whole pie. He's just face fucking between
Yeah,
takes.
it's those Hostess fucking pies that he's got a case of them next to him. It's just like yeah, go give me some more of those lemon pies. All right, Marlon.
It's so hot. I need my 11 o'clock pie.
Yeah, he's got all of his
Like,
lines
that's how-
written in cherry, just right there on the fucking floor in front of him.
That's how they got the idea for Dr. Monroe, is that he was just Marlon Brando.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So we give it to Brando, is what we're saying.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. So it's me, right? For this next week.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, because last week we did.
It was your Wally and Johnny
Yes.
Five. Okay.
Okay.
So for my verses, it's gonna be a little bit different because it's not gonna be a one-on-one encounter.
Oh.
Okay.
But what we're gonna do this week, it's a family affair. It's a battle royal. It's gonna be the Addams family versus the Munsters. So there's a lot of different dynamics you can look at here. Like if you just want to do matriarch and matriarch, you can have Lily.
That's what I was gonna say. Are we gonna do a like a Survivor Series type fight, or
I
is
think
it
that
last man
would-
standing?
I think that would be best because I mean, if you think Gomez and Herman, that might not be good, but you do Herman and Lurch, and then you got yourself a fight right there. So
hold on. So it's Gomez, Morticia, Pugsley, Wednesday, and Lurch versus Herman, the
Lily.
wife,
Lily.
Lily. You go through their names.
Okay,
Just so we could.
So on the Adams side, you've got Gomez, you've got Morticia. You can throw in Grandmama if we want to do Grandpa on the Munster side.
Well,
it's up to you.
Wouldn't we have to for it to be 5-on-5?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I think we have to throw Grandpa in there for it to be 5-on-5 for it
I
to
was
be
going to say
fair.
Grandpa has to be in there because Grandpa's
Yeah.
like a big part of that family.
Yeah, so you got Herman, Lily, Grandpa, Eddie, and the ugly one.
The blonde-haired daughter.
Well, she was
Yes.
the niece, but yeah.
Or the niece.
So Grandma Adams is basically the Jimmy Hart.
Yeah. Yeah, well there's two kids on the Adams side that won't match up against Eddie, but Eddie's a fucking werewolf, so I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna get to this next week because I already have arguments for that.
Well, what about Uncle Fester versus Grandpa? I think that would probably be a better fight.
Is it Christopher Lee or Christopher Lloyd?
Christopher Lloyd.
Christopher Lee would make a fucking awesome Uncle
Yeah.
Fester.
That would be pretty awesome to see, but you want to do the
Knock
the
it off,
newer
Gomez,
version?
you fool.
I don't know. We could do that. I mean,
I
I was
think-
thinking
I
the
think we're doing-
original
No, I was thinking the 90s version.
of the Adams. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Zack is too young to know about the other version.
Oh, that's true.
I know the other version.
The one with no
I just
color.
think it's stupid. I just think it's stupid because it's not in color.
I wish we had a casting for Rob Zombie's Monsters by now, because that would be so much better. But
Well, you
I
know,
would rather I'd throw them in there if we had a casting for that one.
maybe we'd have a rematch later on down the way when we figure it out.
Yes.
Sherry Moon Zombie's already going to be fucking.
Morticia. I mean, Lily.
Not Morticia.
Yeah, I was getting
Uncultured swine.
confused. Who's he gonna get to play Herman though? That's gonna be interesting.
Himself.
Maybe.
I would say the guy who plays Tiny in the Devil's Rejects.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Maybe fuck, it's gonna be Chop Top. Otis. What the fuck's his name?
I don't know.
Yeah, I forget his real name. Someone's screaming at the radio right now. Fuck, I met the guy. I don't know. I'll forget it. But yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see Rob Zombie's Monsters and what direction he takes it into.
No, it's sad that.
Bill Moseley.
Mosley, thank you. It said that what?
You know who would have been a good grandpa?
Who?
Sid Haig.
That would have been fucking perfect too.
They should do Brian Posehn as Herman.
Brian Posehn. Who's that? That's not one that I'm.
He's the guy you've seen. You've seen him a million times. He's a huge, tall guy with a really high, whiny voice.
What's his name? Lance Posehn.
Brian Posehn.
Brian Posehn.
In the second Devil's Rejects, he's the guy who. He just gets shot in the head in the hotel. He's just like, "You guys want any jerky?"
Okay. I still can't figure out this guy's name. Brian
Posehn.
Okay, let's see what this guy looks like here. Oh, that guy. Okay, I met him too.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's definitely one of those guys where you see him and you're like, "Oh, that guy." He has a pretty awesome metal album too. If you want to check that out.
Yeah, he's in The Big Bang Theory. He was the rock guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Brian. Okay, gotcha. You be who? Herman?
I think he should be Herman.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I watch this guy almost every morning.
Okay.
There's this top secret videos on I forgot what A&E I think it is, or History Channel. But when I wake up at like 3 in the morning, 2, 3, before you
due to sleep apnea.
Yeah.
It's one of the shows that's on. It's 3 comedians sit there and basically like it's almost like a mystery science theater type thing. They kind of like dub over these videos and like make fun of them and stuff.
I'm into that.
Riff tracks and stuff, or
no? It's just like they sit there and they're watching and like they just kind of like commentate the videos, like what's going on and stuff. It's funny.
Damn, that dude's fucking 6'7". Jesus.
Yeah.
When I met him, I thought he was like sitting at a podium, like a raised up stage area. I guess it wasn't. Jesus, that's insane. It was at a Comic-Con. He was like, this is before he had ever been in anything really big. He did a voice for a show that I liked, and yeah, I guess I thought he was standing on a stage. I didn't realize that was how fucking tall he was. Wow, that's 6'7". Yeah, I guess he could do it. That would be awesome.
Look up his stand-up comedy too, because it's fucking hilarious.
All right, we're doing this for you. We're doing the legwork, Rob. So get us some free tickets or something.
He does this bit where he talks about how he equates Star Wars to like it's his Vietnam. Where he was there during the original releases, and his kid comes out. His kid loves the prequels, and this was during all the prequel hating of shit. And then his kid says he loves the prequels, and he just goes off. He's like, "You weren't there, motherfucker! I was there before it was cool."
Nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, I didn't know he was that fucking tall. So.
Yeah. Oh, so the Addams Family versus the Munsters.
Munsters. M-U, like the cheese.
I said Munsters, you motherfucker.
Monsters, you fuckface.
Like the character from Kingpin. Oh, brought it back around.
Oh. There you go, professionals.
Professional podcast.
Yeah. All right, so we'll get into our last segment here and fucking get the hell out of here. Comic book club. I chose it this week. I chose Sweetooth from DC Comics, from their Black line, I think it is. And no, that's not a racist thing. I'm not trying.
I'm pretty sure coming from you was kind of.
The fuck is
this on the edge?
It's not that I'm racist. I just want things to be like I want them to be.
Okay.
So, yeah, Sweetooth, DC Comics Vertigo imprint.
I was pleasantly surprised.
Were you? Yeah, it was interesting. It seemed a lot like Carmen, The Road, the novel The Road, or the movie,
yes.
If you saw that. But with weird anthropomorphic
human
animal people. But
in the Nebraska wilderness for some reason.
Yeah, it very
It was
interesting.
weird enough to keep me entertained.
I was going to say, weird enough to keep the entertainment going.
Yeah, the artwork was a little off-putting. Like,
I think that was the point.
yeah, that's why it's interesting to like it's a weird fucking premise and it's a weird comic, and the artwork just like the lead character Sweetooth, his face is just awkward
Angular.
and weird. Yeah, and
It's like,
yeah, it's very hard to explain unless you see a picture of it. But I read the first, I think 5 or 6 issues, the first volume, and it ends at a good spot
Yeah,
where
so did I.
you want to go back and read more.
Yeah.
So let's find
I'm
out what
probably
happens to
gonna read
this poor deer kid. That's
Deer boy and the weird pig girl, and what was he, a beaver boy?
you read farther than I did. Jesus,
Oh,
I
maybe
didn't. See, well, I saw just when he got put into the end of his first little road trip journey. I don't want to spoil it for anybody.
Oh, okay.
I think you
Yeah,
went
I
a
read
little
bit
further
of that.
than. Okay. That's the thing too. Like we'll both pull down volume 1, and like one of them goes an extra fucking 3 issues or something.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like Jupiter's Legacy was weird like that. There was a Netflix version, and there
Jupiter-
was what the hell?
Jupiter's Legacy was just a weird episode.
Yeah,
Because, oh yeah, I read this version. You read this version. Well, yeah, but I read this version. Oh fuck.
yeah, it is interesting. But there's a TV show
dug
for it. It's already out on Netflix. I haven't watched that yet. Yeah, the it's really weird because the kid, Sweetooth, like don't do anything makeup wise for the kid. It's like he's wearing
looking at him right
a
now.
pair of cheap like Halloween antlers and
antlers.
ears, and
It's just like a kid.
it's just like a cherub faced kid that just it's,
Not even like a sunken in angular kid. He's just little, like he's
Yeah.
a little chair. I'm looking at him right now because I didn't know this existed.
yeah. I haven't
You
gotten
remember,
into the show yet, but
You remember? I think it was Saturday Night Live when they did Goat Boy.
yes, I remember Goat
He
Boy.
looks just like that. That's exactly what
Yes.
this reminds me of.
What was that? The fuck is his name? Jim Gaffigan. No, not Jim Gaffigan. Jim Brewer.
Jim Brewer.
Yes. It's another forgotten gem from the Saturday Night Live. But yeah, that's funny. It just
Goat Boy was
amazes
fucking
me.
Hilarious though.
Yeah, Goat Boy was good. Mr. Peepers was good. We've talked about that for the second time now. Yes. But yeah, so Sweetooth, I liked it. I mean, I'll probably read a couple more and start watching the show and see how that went. But
I don't think I'm gonna watch the show.
yeah, it's for as off-putting as the character is in the comics. It's like they just slapped on a 2-minute little head thing for the kid in the show, and he doesn't look. He just looks like a normal kid that's wearing some headgear. You know,
Mhm.
it's I don't know. It doesn't have that
He got
eerie,
like a
creepy feel.
joke store.
Yeah. But I mean, I'll give it a shot because, yeah, the first one's good. It's very like The Road and
Like you're talking about how the artwork has kind of like a creepy feel. It reminds me a lot of like kind of like Salad Fingers for those of you who are in your 30s.
I love rusty kettles.
Exactly.
Salad
That's
fingers.
exactly what this comic is.
I can
I love
see that.
rusty spoons on my fingers.
Oh yeah.
That's what the
God,
artwork reminds me of. That kind of just unsettling, kind of uncomfortable.
Yes. I think you just nailed it right there. That's. I think that's it.
The Salad Fingers of comic books.
Good stuff. So, all right. Yeah, I liked it. I'll read it a little bit further to see if it picks up a little bit more. The first volume was decent, so. And it's
V,
got
did
an
you bother to
ending.
give us a pick? Yes.
B.
What?
Yeah.
He's not. He didn't read it, so he's just like, eh.
No, I read it.
Oh, yeah.
You guys were talking. Like I was trying to hear what you were saying because you guys kept cutting out.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
Everybody versus the internet.
Yeah.
It was going all glitchy, and I was like, okay, whatever.
Fuck, just let him go. I ain't gonna stop him.
Well,
All right.
I said, V, did you bother to give us a pick this week?
Oh, I didn't realize it was my week.
Constant fucking professionals right there.
Alright.
No, because we did.
I did. What was my pick? I did.
Oh, that's right. We did paper dolls or whatever.
It was Paper Girls, and then V picked Sweetooth.
The week before I did
Batman Metal.
Batman.
Yes.
Yes. So, what is your pick, V?
I just
know.
opened up and looked right here. The Infinity Gauntlet, issues 1 through 6.
Okay.
Cool. I'll just watch movies.
Sex is like.
and that's the problem. That's the problem. You guys have read so many more than I have.
You never read Infinity Gauntlet? V?
Infinity Gauntlet, I read the Infinity War. Let's see, hold on.
God.
Looking at it. Man, don't judge, dude. Don't.
He's so drunk right now. He's just like...
No. I get it. Like, I know me and Darkness have read like a lot more comics than you. That's why I kind of go off onto like little or known comics, like Image books and stuff like that, because I know there's comics that I've read that neither of you two fuckers have read.
Same here, yeah. I mean,
because I'm a hipster.
Yeah. Who hasn't even read The Crow? Yeah, fucker.
It sucks because I own it too. Yeah.
All right, V.
Say 1 through 6.
I think it's the 6 issues.
Yeah.
The one I'm looking at on Comixology.com is 1 through 6.
I've read it like 4 times already in my life, so I'll skim through it again.
Look, I was just entertaining. You know.
Oh, okay.
We hurt his feelings because we both read it, so let's just.
No, that's good.
It's like a little bird. We got to nurse him back to health.
Hey, Jesus Christ.
I don't want to do this show anymore.
He's gonna fucking fall asleep on us if we keep him going any longer.
No, I don't even know. No, you guys. I don't even know what to say to you.
He said,
because we read the Infinity Gauntlet books.
The show there should just be a segment like, let's just like shit on V.
Oh, here we fucking go. Hold on. We find some violin music.
Oh my god.
Hold on, waiting.
Anyway, yeah.
I'm getting it. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, there's an ad. Hold on.
Yes, let's get them paid twice for free on our show.
There we go. All right, V. Talk about how hard the show is for you. My only 2 friends come on. You make fun of me.
He's gonna fall asleep.
Why would I fall asleep? I'm wide awake.
My last 3 girlfriends died because my ball sack was too huge.
Where did you find this at? Send me the link.
My car broke down, and Darkness had to come and rescue me for the 3rd time this week. I ran. This is the Big V segment, all right? I ran out of Doritos. I thought I found a Skittle in my belly button the other day. It was an M&M.
No, it was a Reese's Pieces. the show had that like whitey foam stuff. You know how
I can't even hear me over that.
No, tell us. Hold on, I gotta cue up the Benny Hill music now when you talk about your belly button treasures.
What did I find this week? I lost this back in 1982.
Oh.
No. Talk about how your car broke down this week. and you tried to fix it. You put the battery in the shopping cart, then what happened?
It could be nothing and just this music, and I would lose my shit. All I see is scantily clad women running around in the English countryside.
With Big V pushing a battery in a shopping cart. That some homeless person left him.
Oh,
Sometimes
God.
you're an asshole, Zach. Sometimes you're all the time.
Sometimes you're an asshole, and sometimes you're sleeping.
and he's still an asshole.
Yeah, he probably kicks in his sleep, that asshole.
He'll be asleep and he'll be like, "You're fat."
God.
Push you in a shopping cart with a battery. Brittany's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" He's like, "Nothing."
All right. Well, is that it then? We could sit. God. We could sit here for another 40 minutes and just bag on Big V, but you know.
Go ahead, Big V. Talk about how mean I am again. Anyway, what was your pick for comic book club?
Indy Gauntlet.
When's wrestling coming
Oh, yeah.
back? Because I think I know who I'm requesting. I do have a briefcase, and you do have a title.
Oh shit. That's true. I wonder how it's gonna go. Like, are we still gonna have the same shit going on that happened a year plus? You know, I mean, because technically V and I are the number one contenders for the tag titles, but I don't think anyone's gonna remember that.
Nobody's gonna remember us.
I'm just saying, no one's gonna remember that was even us. Oh God, I'm just trying to state fact. I don't give a fuck either way.
See, look how funny V thinks it is when it's not him.
He's one of those guys that like is bullied, and then the second somebody else starts getting bullied, he jumps right in. Yeah.
He jumps in, but goes like overboard with it.
I'm just laughing at the fact that like fucking we're trying. It's not even about you, like him making fun of you. It's just it's like Zack. It's sometimes he gets to the point where he's just like, I'm bored and I don't give a fuck. I bet he goes to like his daughter's like plays and he gets bored. he gets bored. He just starts fucking playing. He'll be like boink boink. He'll play like some sound effects off his fucking phone.
He's watching porn on fucking.
I'm not saying that I've
gay porn
played and beaten Plague Inc. during a Christmas recital, but I have.
Hey, Plague Inc.'s actually a good game. I like the vampire one,
really
of course.
Game. It's not as fun anymore, but
no, yeah, it's a little close to home now, but yeah.
The zombie one's pretty good. The
Zombies is good. Yeah, the Planet of the Apes one's pretty interesting too, but you know, we keep coming up with new ones. So anyway, God damn it,
the Christmas recital, like somebody's dressed as an angel, and he's like, "That robe looked better on my ass when I was wiping it."
I mean, maybe. You'll never know.
All right, V's had one too many. Zach's getting bored, and yeah. Watch this. Hey, sweet silence. You can fuck with me so much. I've got the mute button, so. Anyway, all right, so. Okay, we'll bring him back.
Infinity Gauntlet. Oh, I was just talking too.
All right, so
I was
yes.
just screaming in my closet, so that was great.
Yes, Infinity Gauntlet, the
1991.
Only the Infinity Gauntlet issues. Don't read all the fucking other shit that leads in the tie-ins, as it's called in the business.
And then we have the Addams Family versus the Munsters.
Yes. All right.
Roy Munson was my favorite one.
Roy Munson.
Yeah. Kingpin reference.
Kid with the golden arm. Sweet, sweet silence. All right, so we're gonna fucking end this before.
Yep.
I missed Pornbot.
No, Jesus.
Oh, hold on.
No, don't get him started with this shit. We're trying to get out of this episode. Now it's just fucking.
Your daddy.
Okay, there we go.
All
right, so find us at Dark Asylum Pod at Twitter. We all have our own Facebooks. Big Vicious, Darkness, Zack. And Zack and I have Pro Wrestling Tees shops.
Darkness puts his butt into men's butt.
Okay. Well, Zack fucks a pig, evidently. Yeah. All right. So,
Daddy Darkness trying to rein us in now.
Yeah, I'm trying. Jesus.
Pro Wrestling Tees / Wonderful Zack winners / whatever fuck Darkness does.
Dark Asylum.
Dark Asylum. Oh,
Yep.
that's the name of the show. Hey!
Oh, there we go. That's a good way to end it. All right. So, for Wonderful Zack winners.
Stay in school. Don't do drugs. Eat your teeth.
And for Big Vicious. I am Darkness. And thank God the asylum is closed.
It's fucking over.